Hello and welcome to the daily guidance for Friday, August 26, 2022. Messages are coming through. I wanted to start with Energy Oracle, but I'm being led to start with these. So I'm just going to pull some cards from this deck, from the Moon Oracle card, from Angel Answers, and from others. And we'll look at them after we pull today's message, but there's definitely messages coming out. A lot, and I'm feeling it's going to be for different groups. Okay, so I don't know if this message will come together completely, but they're telling me it will. Okay, it will come together. Okay, good. Let me let the cards fall, and whatever it is, we'll look at it at the end. Okay. Oh my god, beautiful energy, y'all. Beautiful energy. And I'm gonna lay them face down. Anything else? Okay, so that's it with this deck. So much is happening. Okay, I was able to reschedule and confirm the date for next week, live on Tuesday, August 30th. Okay, same time, 12 noon Mountain. That's 1 o'clock Central, that's 2 o'clock Eastern. Okay, guys, and I just feel like a lot of people have decided what they wanted, and it's one thing to decide what you want. It's another thing to be at a space where you're all in, right? Where you're 100% ready for it. And that's the gap. Making the decision and also being in a space where you trust that that's the right decision. Once you get to that space, you call it in. Okay, your energy has to match your decision. Very important, guys. Very important. Very important. Let me see if there's anything else. Anything else? We got one more here. And I'm not looking at them because I want them to really just be what the message is. Okay. Yeah, one more. Anything else? I want them to match the message, so I want to be surprised by what it is as well, basically. Let's see what else we get. Hope you guys had a good week, a restful week. I know this week has really, really dragged for me. It just felt like, okay, there's just so much that's happening that sometimes you kind of get, you kind of forget everything else that's happening. It's like so much happening, you know? So, okay. Anything else? And that's what we have for these cards. And finally, let's pull some of these. I could have done this before, but I like to shuffle on camera. All right, I think that's it, y'all. Let's get into today's message. Ooh, Spirit. Please give us a message for today. I see the world on split. Job well done. Things are finalizing. Things are finalizing. Okay, message for... Ooh, we got a stack of cards. We got our message. Okay. Just in case we need to get more messages, I'll just pull from the top. Let me cut the deck. All right, so I see the 5 of air. It says, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. I'm going to change the light here. So, learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. So this is that time of reflection. There's an energy with the Five of Air of not fighting what's happening, right? And not trying to go against it or change it or rebut it or feel like there needs to be a right or wrong. It's just a choice was made. In retrospect, you may feel like, okay, I could have done something different, but it was a lesson. So that choice that you made, you were supposed to make it. At least it was the best choice at that time. Trust that and know that whatever happened afterwards was a lesson to teach you something, okay? 10 of Earth, a very happy family life. So I'm feeling like this may be around family. Financial security and finding magic in the little things in life. So it's almost like whatever you've been served or whatever has come from what you experience, how about you find the magic in that? Okay? Queen of Earth here. Yeah, I'm getting like the mother here. Queen of Earth she's been coming up quite a bit. She wants some attention. Some of you, your loving, nurturing side, it wants to be loved and nurtured. Some of you, what you've been giving, it's time for it to be given to you. Wow. Okay, so that's what I got intuitively. The card says, make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Okay. There's an element here of feeling worthy. Okay, so subconsciously, some of you, what you're wanting to happen, there's a subconscious program that's preventing it. Because there may be some guilt that comes up. It's like something is stopping it because there's a belief that if this happens, other people may be upset. Other people may feel like I did it behind their back. People are going to say that I'm wrong for how I got it. People may say it's an unwise choice. Now, this card also says review everyone's motives. Some of you, this is people you love, actually. It's like doing something that really, really benefits you, but the people around you may look, it's like they're going to tell you you're wrong. Because you're expected to make time for those around you. You're expected to take a sensible approach. You're expected to deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. It's almost like you're expected to be a doormat. That's what I'm getting and feeling. Two of Water, from those you love. So here's what's happening though. It's time for you to love yourself. It's time for you to be the reflection in the mirror. Because when you do that, you simultaneously bring an energy to you that will do it in the physical realm. It's like you manifest an energy that will take care of you because you're taking care of yourself. You create a physical manifestation, like it materializes because you're taking care of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with doing what's best for you. And there's something here about people that I love are not gonna like this. Justice, exactly. They're trying to give you your justice. Fair and just decisions. You know what? In these situations, you're being asked to do what is fair for you. You're being asked to do what's fair for you. What's right for you. That's what you're being asked to do. Justice for you. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Justice. That's when you get your good karma. That's when things balance out. That's when you get your abundance. It's not considering before yourself what other people will say, do, or how they will react. It's what's best for self. Period. And there's nothing after the period. What's best for self? What's within your highest good? That's what you're being asked to do right now in 5 of water. And that's when, okay, that's what getting people in this 5 energy. 5 of air. Now this will end up falling right below it. 5 of water. Things not turning out the way you hope, not seeing the positive in the situation, crying over spilled milk. This is actually going to be the energy that's reflected to you through others that you love. 10 of earth, family most likely. And you're going to take it on as your own because you're the queen of earth. You're used to taking on other people's pain. Oh my gosh. A lot of you, because that 5 of fire, the 5 of wands, that inner conflict has been coming up for the past few weeks consistently. And that's because you're trying to deal with getting your inner peace because you're doing what's best for you. But at the same time, it's like being concerned with others and what they're going to say and how they're going to react. And that's not allowing you to be yourself. Because this 5 of water tells me that in the 3D, when you start taking care of yourself and do what's best for you, things in your life will change. Things in your life will change, and it's not gonna feel like it's in alignment with what society has told you is right. It's not going to be in alignment with other people's expectations of you. You're going to be told you made an unwise choice. It's going to actually, what it's going to do, it's going to get you to really, really see that it's not the choice you're making that's unwise. It's the choices that you've been taught to make. The choices you've been led were the right choices. Those are the ones you're going to start realizing were unwise. Once you start understanding what's really happening, like truly happening, at a deeper level, then you start learning what you can from the situation. A lot of you, it's coming to terms with like whatever is happening, understanding, hey, that's what had to happen. That's what had to happen. That's what had to happen. It's like, if it didn't happen, you wouldn't be where you are. Okay, 9 of earth, right. This is when you get your own independence. 9 of earth here. Enjoying life's little luxuries. Spending quiet time alone. Successful self-employment. This is like successful on your own. Self-employment represents you putting energy into yourself. I'm getting self-care. Self-care. Spending on yourself and loving it. Oh, I would usually, give this money to my children, my grandchildren, and let them go and have extra fun. But no, I'm going to get my hair done, my, nails done. I'm going to get my spa day. I'm going to go buy myself some new trousers, I'm going to go get me a nice haircut. I'm going to go buy myself a watch. I haven't treated myself. This is enjoying all that labor you've been doing. You've been getting up, going to work, making sure everyone's fed, making sure the bills are paid, making sure everyone has everything they need. But when do you get to buy things for yourself and enjoy it? Buy it for yourself and not feel guilty. Buy it for yourself and not have to explain why you felt like you needed to do it. It's just, I'm buying this for myself and I love it and I'm just that's it. I don't have to explain. Like, this is where they're trying to get you guys to this point where whatever is happening, whatever is falling, but you're okay. And at the same time, what's coming next is much better than what you're coming from. That's the decision they're waiting for from some of you. They're waiting for you to be okay with what's happening. They're waiting for you to say, you know what? It happened this way and it had to happen this way for me to get this reflection, this time to reflect on the fact that I actually deserve to be okay. I deserve to have everything. And if this is how the tables turn, that's just what it's going to be, because I'm going to get my justice. And the people you love are going to be affected here. Page of Air. Page of Air is here. It says challenging information, delays or changes to plan, truth delivered without tact. Truth delivered without tact. I'm going to say what I have to say, and I'm not apologizing for it. This is basically how I feel. I was watching something, and they were talking about like the cancel culture today, and how comedians, they can't say a joke because everyone's sensitive, and everyone has an issue with everything. And we're at that point where everything you're saying is being censored. It's like everyone has a certain feeling, a reaction to everything being said. And we see this everywhere. Even when, giving messages, people are offended because of the message that's coming out. And it's like happening everywhere, even, within your family. You may have to tell people the truth and they don't like it because society is and it's happening with the little ones, right? They're a whole different, that generation is totally different. And it's showing up through the way people are responding to the truth. Like in the past, people couldn't handle the truth. Oh, today they want you to sit behind bars for speaking truth. They want you to lose your job. They want you to lose your income. They want you to lose your self-dignity. They want you to not speak. They want to shut you up because you are speaking the truth. Challenging information. Truth delivered without tact. Causing delays or changes to your plan. And I think this is happening. It's a part of the awakening. Even though everyone's so sensitive, you just got to say what you mean and mean what you say. It's like you can't consider how someone will react to what's coming out. It's the sword, guys. The truth is the sword. That's why that Ace of Sword, it's just stands there by itself. It's the truth. It hurts. It's going to cut many people who are not ready for it. They're not ready for it. But it doesn't mean it needs to stand down. And when you look at the word sword, it's just like word. It's just you put an S in front of word and you get sword. And that's why your words, they matter. What are you saying? Pay attention to what you're saying. Because if it's not the truth, it won't stand. And right now, it's the truth that's standing. And at the same time, it's the truth that is challenging for many people. It's the truth that people don't want to take the truth. But that's the only thing that remains is truth. So let's keep going, because I find myself, yeah, it's time to really move away from a lot of the things. And Four of Air, honestly, I'm feeling thoughts here. I'm feeling this is you pulling yourself away, right? It says take time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may bring answers. So this is like pulling away with your own thoughts on your own and really sitting with it and doing what's best for you. Journaling, I will recommend, because journaling, I mean, for me, it works. It's a very, very effective technique. And it's like you get to write down what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and then come back and review it later and see if that's really your thoughts. If that's really your feelings. Because it's not. Everything that we experience it belongs to the experience. It does not belong to your pure consciousness. It belongs to the experience that you chose to go through. Your experience, that's why we're here. This is Earth School. We're here to experience, but not become attached. It does not define who you are. It does not define who you are. The labels, the experiences, the thoughts, the emotions, the titles, the status, none of those are you. You're experiencing them. And it's okay to experience them. And that's why meditation or pulling back and sitting by yourself is important, because that's when you get to say, there was nothing wrong with what I was experiencing. In that moment, I was supposed to have that experience to add to my records. But that's not me. It doesn't define who I am. I'm simply here to experience. It's when you become attached and you are not able to step outside of the experience that you are now a tool. It's when you're reactive and don't realize that you're being controlled by the situation that you kind of lost yourself. But if you are aware within the experience and you know that you are simply the experiencer, there's nothing wrong with it. You'll realize there's nothing wrong with anything anyone does. There's nothing wrong with anyone's anything. Everyone is simply experiencing. Nothing anyone does belongs to them. They agree to that experience to go through a lesson. Once the experience is over, everybody moves on. Let's see what the last card is. Ace of Fire, yes. Exciting new opportunity, career advancement. Change your life now. This is when you get the wand. This is Ace of Wands energy. This is when everything moves fast and everything happens. It's when you can go through the ups and downs and realize that it doesn't change you. It does not change who you are, because you're simply going through life through experience. That's it. And tarot is a tool to help you to experience this journey without the illusion that everything that you're going through represents who you are. I'm going to leave it there and let's take a look at these cards, okay? So I'm going to start with the cards that came out first here. Wow, victory. That's when you get your victory. That's when you realize you won. Like, this is when you're continuously victorious in life, because as soon as you cross one milestone, you're on your way to another one. So we continually grow. There's always more to learn. There's always more to learn. We are all students in the same realm, okay? Always more to learn. Once you graduate this lesson, you're on to the next, because it's all about growth. It's all about expansion, okay? Wow, happy family. Things work out. So if things are happening around the family dynamic, you get your victory in that. It turns out okay. There's nothing but rainbow and sunshine, right? Wow. It works out. No matter how it looks now, it works out. That's what I'm getting. Strategy. Wow. So the realizations is what matters. The realizations. How you understand. It's like how you see it. Your perception. How you decide to accept it. That's the strategy that's going to work. Like, what does it mean to you? That's how I can say this. When I see strategy, they're trying to tell you there's a way for you to get the victory, no matter what your situation is. The strategy is your perception. The strategy is whether or not you accept and allow it. That's it. Because it can be simple or it can be hard, depending on your strategy, your perception. Door to personal healing and happiness. That's when you walk through that door where you, wow, where the rainbow is. Yes, that's when you walk through and reach your final outcome, which is happiness, guys. It's all about happiness. Personal healing and happiness to your happy family. Both cards have happy on it. That's your victory. So we all have a victory at the end. We all walk through that door of personal healing and happiness. I feel like this came out on Wednesday. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what Moonology says here. The answers you need are coming. A lot of you, they're saying the answers are here. Okay, so the answers are here. Journaling, I'm telling you, it will be very helpful to do that. It's a really good strategy, actually. Because you're able to actually become the observer. You know, yesterday I wrote this. Let me read this and see what the experiencer was feeling in that moment as the observer. This is what we call awareness. You're aware that you're just experiencing. You're aware that the experience doesn't belong to you. You're aware that once you step outside of the experience and become the observer, you do not take the experience with you as if it identifies you. It's simply what you chose to experience to help with this expansion that you're going through, right? The hard work, your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off. So it's not like you're doing it for no reason. It's your perception that may be telling you this, but that's not the truth. Look at the bigger picture. Wow. Look at the bigger picture. Why are you here? You're here to expand. Did the lesson give you a whole new outlook on life? Is it changing how you experience life? Yes, it's changing you. That's the bigger picture. You're here to change, to expand. You're here to grow. It's about soul evolution. You're here to add more to your Akashic records. That's what this is about. That's the bigger picture. And the experience is giving you that awareness, perception. All of that is very important right now. Wow, a win-win outcome. That's the forecast. It's back. It was here on Wednesday. It's back because that's the outcome for everyone. Like, this is promised to everyone. It's just you do it on your own time. It's when it's like when you decide to perceive this as what it is, not what you think it is. What it is what it is. That's not going to change. It's just an experience to help you grow. Okay, so we have expectation. Oh, wow. What you're expecting, what you're waiting for, it's on its way to you. But you're sitting here reflecting, waiting. It's coming. Your expectations are coming. The wealthy man. Oh, wow. A lot of you, you're going to realize that you were wealthy the whole time. But a lot of you, some of you are waiting for your wealth. Realize that you are wealthy. I feel like these are going to come together. The wealthy man, because you're on a journey. You're learning. This is travel. You're traveling through dimensions, through time. You've been here before. You're back. Learning the lesson again. This time, hopefully the perception is different. Right? Judication. Yes, it's you judging yourself. Some of you are going through separation from another person. Some of you are going through separation from another person. Or some of you are going through some type of justice being done because of a misjustice here. I feel like decisions are being made. There's something more here that I didn't say. It's like you realizing that the answers were always in front of you. A change in perception is all that's necessary for many of you. It's like no action is really necessary. At this point, they just want you to really summarize everything differently. Wow, a lot of things you need to put to rest. A lot of ideas, concepts, beliefs you need to put in the coffin and lay it to rest, guys. And lay it to rest. I mean, that's what I'm getting here. Main female. Pay attention to your feelings, your feminine energy. Some of you have an actual feminine in your environment. I mean, the Queen of Earth, I was getting an actual person. And it's really about taking care of yourself, self-care. And as you take care of yourself, your feminine energy rises and it attracts exactly what it deserves. Things happen. We ended with Ace of Fire, which is the action. Things actually happening. Okay? Things actually happening here. A win-win outcome is the forecast. All right, so for angel answers, improving your health is going to help. This has been coming out quite a bit. So it's like, take a look at your lifestyle, your diet. What are you consuming? And moderation, right? So it's like, there's no rules. It's just know your balance, okay? Improving health. Then we have forgiveness, letting go. This is holding a lot of people back, holding on to emotions as if they identify with them, as if they define who you are. It's like you're not being told to forget. You're being told to forgive. So it's like, let it go, move on, and allow yourself to experience the next experience, right? Holding on to the emotions that weigh you down keeps you in the past experience. It means you're not ready to expand into the next lesson or into the next experience, rather. Okay, don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. Wherever you are, whatever you're experiencing, even if you still have forgiveness, even if you still have to forgive either yourself, because this is not only forgiveness of others, this is forgiveness of self. Not sitting in regret. Oh, I could have made a different decision. Oh, why did I do that? Being hard on self. That can keep you weighed down. So be very mindful of this. And finally, with Romance Angel, we have healing family issues. That's a big one. That keeps a lot of people down. And many relationships that you encounter, like the Two of Water energy, when you draw someone into you, like a soulmate, just know they're coming to help you with this. That's the role of a soulmate. Because usually they come and they actually bring up a lot of the things that you have to heal. That may have actually happened with you and your parents. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. When with forgiveness here, a lot of you, it's the things you experience with your parents that you are releasing through relationships with others. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And the relationships we're moving into is where everything is expressed. Everything is discussed. Nothing is hidden. And that's where the true healing occurs. As you're able to really just truly, truly get to know one another. As they know you, you know them. And it's almost like there's no shame anymore, right? That allows you to heal in a healthy way. Not feeling like there's something you need to hide. Because that in itself shows that there's things you need to forgive yourself for. There's nothing to hide. And the relationship partners that we're bringing in, it's like I can discuss everything with this person. And that helps with the family healing. Okay? So very soon, guys, things are happening. Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. This is in general, okay? I know it's coming through the Romance Angel, but this is in general. Clearly decide what you want so that it can happen. And wow, the last card says deception. Someone is wearing a false mask. The false person came out. So make sure you're taking off anything, any mask that you're wearing. This is just realizing that it's not really another person that's showing up in a certain way. It's really your perception of them. That's the false mask, right? Like, I see you in this way, therefore that's what you are. That's the illusion. That's the mask. It's not until you realize, no, none of you are any of those things. Both of you are simply experiencing that to grow. That's when you can really, really forgive, and you can let go, and you can move to the next experience. But if you continuously identify that person through the experience or through the events that are occurring or through the way they're showing up, right? Through the role that they're playing in your life, that's deception. That's the false mask. And as you remove the mask, then you start realizing, wow, this has been a game the whole time. Like, this has been a movie. My life is a movie. I've just been learning. And once I get out of this role, I get to jump into the next one. That's the victory, y'all. That's the victory. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Queen of Earth, she feels like she's making me feel like she wants attention. So some of you, you just need to give yourself attention. And that's when you attract things that give you the attention that you're giving yourself. And that's how you play this game of life. And I'm going to leave it there, okay? So you all have a good weekend. Things are happening. Call it to yourself by honoring yourself. It's about self-love. That's what this journey is about. Self-love. And I'm going to leave it there. And I'm also going to leave a link for a video from Louise Hay where she talks about self-love. And I recommend that you all look at it. Okay? So that is the message for today. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good weekend. I'll see you all on Monday.